resolution going. That's what happened to me too. Every year for probably 15 years, right? And then the year that it finally stuck, I didn't actually start until the 12th, which would be next Monday. Would be 4 years for me. The winter's just the wrong time, right? You're already feeling the worst. It's right after Christmas. You probably ate a bunch of junk, and everybody's exhausted and getting no sun. So I don't know why. I think that the New Year's used to be in the spring, and it got changed to now, because that would probably be a better time to like drastically change everything. You know, spring cleaning sort of idea. So for right now, the best thing to do would just be to add to your life. I really like this concept of not taking things away, which is not what I did. I mean, to be honest, I was insanely strict on myself for at least 6 months, which I absolutely needed. And if you can do that, please do that. But if you can't do that, or even don't need to actually do that, then just start adding little things. Now for me, I was absolutely and still am an addict. Now all addicts need when they go through, I've looked into the 12-step program and all these different programs. The first thing that they do is accept that there's a higher power, because there's just some things you can't do alone. Now I do accept that there's a higher power, but if you hadn't, then that would definitely be the first place to start. But in keeping with the idea of making an individual education plan, an IEP, which is what a special needs child has when they go to school, I made myself an individual health plan. So the first step would be accepting that there is a higher power and calling upon it. What this channel was made for, see, I almost quit. I've taken a little bit of time off. I guess they call it the dip, or the dark night of the soul, as it were. I thought, oh, I've got so much confidence, which I do. But something about sharing my testimony, it put me back in that place and just had my mind spinning for a little while. So I just thought, oh, I'm going to take a break from this and wait and see if I really need to continue doing this. Because for some reason, and if any other YouTube, content creators can attest to this, please say something. Hopefully it goes away. But it's like a pridefulness, and it just gives me the ick listening to myself. Now I want the story out there. I want to help someone so much, but not if it comes at being prideful. I just I don't shake that off away from me. My channel and what my spirit told me I feel like the Lord told me was, well, that's because you're not doing what you were called to originally do, which is to call to someone as like me, a mom that does not want to make their family miserable by feeding them what is commonly referred to as rabbit food, right? Or by doing something, which if you can do this, because it'll be great for them, they'll be fine. Or do something all drastic as you're just going strict carnivore and you're just eating, bison or something. I'm not saying there's anything against that, or being raw vegan or any of that. Do whatever you want to do. But I didn't want to make my family miserable, because I am a hamburger helper mom. For years and years, that's what we would have, for convenience. Hamburger helper, a bag of potatoes, and a can of green beans or something, right? And pizza on Fridays, Taco Tuesday, that whole thing. And we basically still do that. The way that I do that is meat, veg, cheese. Meat, veg, cheese. Any variation of that, anything you can think of. The other day we even did meat, sauerkraut, and Swiss. It was amazing. You just never know. And everybody likes it. And for sweets, you sweeten some dairy, as in sweetened cream cheese, or cottage cheese, or ricotta cheese, or yogurt, of course, and maybe some nuts like pecans or pistachios, or a block of cheddar cheese. It's pretty simple. The family is very happy. I remember back a long time ago, I tried to to go healthy, as it were. And I fixed the whole family like this whole pot, this huge pot of this wild like Indian rice, all these different colors. I thought, oh, this must be so healthy and everything, and it was like this schlop that everybody was so miserable about. And I'm all mad, like, oh, it's all you people's fault that I'm never going to lose weight and you won't help me. And no, healthy food tastes good, amazing actually. It makes you feel even better. And no, it does not cost more. I spend the same amount of money to feel better, you know. So what I would like is that if anyone has a question, please ask. The other day I had someone ask about sliced cheese. I think it was from a video of like a McDonald's bunless burger that I had done. None of that stuff's not great for you. But in keeping with not being a miserable mama, and not making my family, you know, miserable where they're going to get away from me and all that, sneak some food because old mom won't let us have nothing, you know. Not that there's anything wrong with that again. I just don't want to be like that. I didn't want to affect other people by this journey here. And the food's great. I mean, it's great, and I'm telling you, it's great. Okay? So please ask me anything. Lost over 100 pounds, which does not matter. What matters is that you gain certain things. I gained the ability to tie my shoes and still breathe. I gained a lot of confidence. And it's stayed off for 4 years. I'm still eating this way. And I'm not, you know, obsessed with keto as a word. It kind of makes me cringe because people have so many misconceptions. Keto is a state, not a food. There are no foods that I can go and have half a Snickers bar if I want to and still be in ketosis. I don't want to do that because it's not going to make you feel the way that this can make you feel, which is more energy than I've ever felt in my entire life. I mean, I can run around like a 6-year-old right now if I wanted to. I don't, but if I wanted to, okay? I'm sure this video also is going to make me cringe, but I am not going to quit because in honor of the man that helped me, he's about 20 years older than me, a lawyer. I'm a trad wife, and just couldn't be any more different. This poor man had like 250 pounds to lose or something. And just seeing his videos, like, you can tell when somebody's trying to sell you something. There's so many people out in this community that are just like, they've never been overweight, they have no idea what it's like. Honey, I know, okay? My whole life I spent overweight until these last 4 years. It's like winning the lottery or something, finally finding something that works when you've done Jenny Craig and Slim Fast and Weight Watchers and counting calories and just everything that you could possibly imagine. And again, not saying that keto is going to be the one, but maybe go in that direction, walk in the way it might appear for you, you know? So, if you're the hamburger helper chick, and even if you're nothing like me, but if you resonate with, well, don't want to make my family miserable, how can I still, or make this transition without everybody hating on me, right? Then follow my channel. Alright, I'm going to be posting now different things. And keeping with the IEP theme, what they do is they'll be manipulatives, such as when you're counting, there may be counting blocks, or extra time for questions, things like that. And I'm going to be showing you how I have done that over these last years.